Interviews, news, and views. You're listening to State of the Nation with Timothy Shea and Brian McLean on today's News Talk, TNT.
In early March, at least a dozen people in Haiti died after armed gangs stormed the country's main prison in the capital of Port-au-Prince. Videos circulated online allegedly showing the chaotic moments during the raid, with residents appearing to run as gunshots rang out reportedly in the background. Following the incident, the gang violence continued to escalate and led to Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry resigning as the U.S. sent anti-terrorism forces into the country. The U.S. began rescuing Americans out of Haiti, extracting U.S. citizens by helicopter and airplane. However, it is unclear how many are still currently stuck in the country. Here to discuss the situation in Haiti is Mission of Hope founder and president Brad Johnson. Mission of Hope has been in Haiti since 1998, and there's no one better positioned to inform us as to what's really going on than Brad Johnson. Brad, welcome to State of the Nation.
Thank you so much for having me.
Brad, parents across Haiti are very anxious and trying to keep their children safe and in school despite the violence. What's the situation with the school children?
Yeah, it is. I've been serving in Haiti for over 25 years now, and I've never seen it like it is today. You have over 500,000 people, children that have been out of school now, don't have access to school. That's from UNICEF. Children are actually staying at home, being locked in their houses because their parents are afraid for them to go out. And they hear gunfire going over their heads through the night. You also have 1,700 schools in the Port-au-Prince area that have been shut down. Truly, the next generation right now is in their house, unable to learn, unable to move, and the parents' greatest fear is that their child won't have an opportunity for a great tomorrow.
And there's resource problems too in a situation like this. And even here in the United States, many children who live in households that are economically disadvantaged, their main meals are at school. So I imagine this is probably even worse and more amplified in Haiti. What's going on with that?
Yeah, the genesis of Mission of Hope was my wife and I seeing a young child die in her dad's arms for malnutrition. And that's very true. Every school, when you go there many times, that's the only meal those children will get. And throughout the country, you have over 360,000 people right now that are internally displaced, meaning they've moved from their homes, been ran out by gangs. And today they can't go to school. When you put all those numbers together, that leads to 4.3 million people that are in food insecurity and 1.4 million that are on the steps of famine just off of the coast of the United States.
Brad, one of the greatest challenges for providing international relief aid is translating dollars donated into goods received. A lot of organizations spend way too much on salaries and other overhead. Others lack the logistical capability to get the purchased goods into the hands of those that need them. How has Mission of Hope solved this problem? Because you folks are doing a great job.
Thank you. From day one, we felt like God had asked us to go to Haiti, but it was to build a great Haitian team. And today we have 380 full-time Haitian staff that have chose to stay there. They've moved 3 times to different offices because of safety, and they're going out, getting the meals. 125,000 kids a day today are eating because of our team. We just this past week had 800,000 meals go out to those that have been displaced. And what we're trying to do is we have 40 containers representing 277,000 meals apiece that are sitting in the states that we can get to Haiti, and we know where the people are. We have 1,350 distribution centers that are open across the country, and our team can get them the food. We just got to get the food to Haiti, and it costs us about 9 cents a meal to do that.
Amazing. I mean, this is really amazing work. I know a lot of Americans are concerned about what's going on in Haiti, about the people in Haiti, and what that means for us. We just saw last week or the week before, gang members go in and break into one of the prisons and release all the prisoners. So there's a high level of tension about not just refugees, but people with really bad criminal backgrounds potentially leaving the country, trying to insert themselves into other refugees, come to this country, which you clearly, obviously know is already probably the number one political talking point when, really it's a humanitarian crisis, but our media likes to frame it as a political talking point.
Yeah, you're 100% right. This is a political crisis. At the same time, it's one of the greatest humanitarian crises I've seen in my lifetime. When you talk to people that are in the Dominican Republic or in the United States, every one of them say the same thing that are from Haiti. As soon as Haiti is open, as soon as Haiti is healthy, I want to go home. They're not leaving because they want to go to another country. They're leaving because they're needing refuge from what's happening right now. They're needing a meal to feed their children. So that's why they're leaving. They love their country. And the reality is, Haiti is a beautiful country with beautiful people that simply want an opportunity to be all that God created them to be.
Brad, what is the issue? Because if you look at the island of Hispaniola from space, you don't need to put on the borders screen. You can see where the border with the Dominican Republic is because almost all of Haiti appears to be deforested. It's been politically corrupt my entire life. I just turned 62, and I cannot remember a time in my memory, and I've been reading the newspaper since I was a young boy, when there haven't been problems in Haiti with Papa Doc, with Baby Doc, all the Duvalier regime, with the earthquakes. That unfortunately is a natural disaster. But half the island seems to be a disaster area consistently. In the other half of the island, I just watched the new Roadhouse movie, and it was filmed there in the DR. And I know a lot of people that vacation there, and it's economically doing just fine. So what's the root of the problem in Haiti?
Yeah, I think the question you have to ask, one, is I think our focus has been so much on the political issues versus the people. And if we will start to value the people and give the people of Haiti the opportunity to just get their hands on the bottom rung of the ladder of success, they will climb it successfully. But when you look historically, time after time, the people of Haiti have not been the value. We've tried to help politically, but we haven't given them infrastructure. We haven't allowed them to have the education. And when you come to the Dominican Republic, you see education, you see infrastructure, you see the basis for the people to be able to thrive. I know this, that if Haiti has those basic things, they will thrive. I've seen it now for 25 years with kids that have had education and nutrition and learned about who Jesus is, and they're now leading their country and are leaders because they took that opportunity. I believe our role as Americans is to help them have the opportunity for them to change their country. This is a rich political country. When you look back, they were the first country to get their freedom from slavery. They were the first ones to represent and say, we will not have slavery in our country. And yet today they're back in a stronghold with gangs. So all they need is the freedom to have that opportunity, and I believe they'll succeed.
Yeah, and it's been a rough road since 2010 in particular, after that earthquake that killed, somewhere between 220,000 and 300,000 people. It displaced over 1.5 million people. And then, when America and some of the NGOs tried to come in to help, in particular, I'm criticizing the Clinton Foundation here. Not a lot of, like Timothy was saying, all this money was generated, but it seemed like they got more out of business deals and land deals and who knows. But the people of Haiti, correct me if I'm wrong, but they didn't get a lot of that aid that was supposed to come to them, to say it nicely, right?
That's correct. That is multiple organizations, but most of the people of Haiti did not get the bulk of the money that was given for Haiti. And that was my point, is when we can build into the people of Haiti and give them the infrastructure they need to be successful, we'll see a very different Haiti.
Sure, and that was the point of my last mile question. And almost as if to prove it can be done, football legend Tim Tebow and his foundation have teamed up with the Sentinel Foundation to help out some disabled children, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. They did a great work to help some kids get to a place where they needed to be. These were children that many of them had some sort of a pretty severe handicap, and just on a daily basis, it was hard to be in Haiti. But then when you throw in what's happening now, it was almost impossible. So what the Tebow Foundation and Sentinel did was truly heroic to go in and rescue those kids because they weren't going to make it in the current status of Haiti.
Yeah, I'm curious about that too because I've mentioned this a couple of times to Timothy and to you out there watching. But I watched a video last week, early last week. Author Mitch Albom was detailing his very harrowing experience escaping Haiti, by darkness, and it sounded. I mean, it was intense. I recommend if you haven't seen it yet, go watch that. It's on YouTube. But and he's a famous author, so he's easy to find. Mitch Albom, but he and his wife run an orphanage there, and they had after that prison break, they had to escape and. They even had to deal with, they tried to go to the embassy. The embassy wasn't able to help them. They were able to get some calls to Representative Corey Mills, I think, whose assistance ended up being pretty critical, but quite a harrowing escape story. And we're hearing things about people being stuck there. Can you elaborate on that? Are you able to come and go from there without issue, or like how dangerous is it?
Yeah, so like I said, we've lived there now for 25 years. It's home for me and my children. My children were all born there. We haven't been there for 2 years. The State Department put out a warning that just said, "Hey, it's not safe." We listened to that warning, and again, going back to my first point, we have a great team of Haitian staff that are leading it and doing it heroically without us there. So we get to be here and tell their story and tell you about what's happening there, and they can get it done. There are a lot of Americans that have been stranded there. Nobody expected the airport to be shut down. That was not on anybody's list that would happen, and it's been shut down. No commercial flights have been flying in, so that really caused a lot of people to be stranded. And then we've worked with several people that have called us, and we've connected them with folks to help them try to get them out of the country.
Wow. I mean, I'm just blown away by this. I mean, we have to have Representative Corey Mills step in. I mean, it sounded like from what Mr. Albom was saying, it sounded like he's literally like calling in favors to get helicopters to go from Florida to Haiti to try to pull people out. And I mean, it took multiple attempts. They had to scrap a couple attempts because of, logistics problems or lack of safety at the landing zone. I mean, I don't think Americans are really getting the full picture of just how bad and how dangerous it is. How are the kids doing? I mean, are the kids that your organization deals with? I imagine the families are all disrupted. Kids are, like you said, not getting fed, and now there's this insane gang war going on.
Yeah, I mean, if you can imagine, as Americans, we always feel like we have someone that we can call, a representative, the embassy. But right now, as a Haitian, you don't have one elected official that you can call. It feels very hopeless for them. Who's going to come and help them, help that mom pave the way for her child to have the opportunity? We have been able to, like I said, get 125,000 meals a day out to kids across Haiti. We also have over 11,000 kids that are still in schools outside of the Port-au-Prince area. So that's really good. But for those kids that right now are being locked in a house every day and hear gunfire over their head, which we know is about 500,000 children that don't have access to school, that is what's scary, because that's lost opportunity and a lost generation. And as Mission of Hope, we feel like that's where we have to lean in and say, this isn't right. We want to see Haiti change, and we have to fight for this next generation so that they have an opportunity to lead their country to what it can be.
Yeah, I'm Roman Catholic, and my parish, St. James here in upstate New York, built a school down in Haiti and is funding the education of 40 or 50 students. And it's a terrible upbringing. It's a terrible way to grow up amidst the grinding poverty to begin with. But if you're worried about gunfire, I can't imagine the terror those poor children are going through.
Well, and it's not just the gunfire. We've been getting calls this past week of children and elderly that are starving to death. So you have the threat of gunfire, but then you have people that, because the port is closed and they can't go outside, they don't have access to food.
Yeah,
So
and how do
that's
you
the
go
grim
get the
reality.
food? Yeah, exactly. How
Right.
do you go get the food if there's the gunfire? Yeah.
Exactly. And we have 1,350 locations across Haiti. These are men of peace. Many of them are pastors of churches or priests that are in their churches, and we're getting food to them. They're able to get it to their people. So the distribution network is there. The problem, and our team is able to do it. We just need the resources to get it to the people right now.
Well, how can people help get that done for you?
Yeah, one way that they could go is go to missionofhope.com and help and give to send the food. Like I said, we have 40 containers sitting in the United States that are given to us, and it costs roughly $25,000 a container to send it to Haiti, to get it to the kids that are in need or the people that are in need. And that's 277,000 meals that'll go for $25,000. So that's one way. The other way is to continue to talk about Haiti. The news cycle moves fast, but the reality is there's still over 4 million Haitians that are in food insecurity, and millions that right now are being held captive by gangs that we can do something about. So just continue to talk about the people of Haiti, and remember that the people of Haiti have been through hard times. They've been through a lot of hard times. Slavery, they overcame it. Dictatorship, they overcame it. Earthquakes, they overcame it. They're resilient. They will overcome this, and they'll come back better. And we believe that we'll see Haiti rise again and be the pearl of the Antilles.
Well, and that will be a benefit to the entire Western Hemisphere for sure. You're doing
Absolutely.
the Lord's work there, Brad. Folks, go to Mission of Hope's website and do give if you can, because it's probably the most efficient donation you can make. You're not going to be donating to a large building on the mall in Washington, D.C., but you're going to be getting food directly into the bellies of needed children. Brad, thanks so much for coming on State of the Nation.